I told my doctor I was starting to forget my vowels, so she referred me to A&E.
Well, Charlotte, as your relative here in Tristor, it's been very lovely to see you and have you stay over. But now we've had breakfast, I think it might be time for some exposition, don't you?
Yes, I'm sure a recap would be very helpful.
So you came here to Tristor to investigate the animal mutilations, and on the way, you came across a farmhouse which was being attacked by an owlbear. So you killed the owlbear, and then you stayed there at the farmhouse the night, and then you were attacked by hawks, and your cleric was killed, and the girl at the farmhouse joined one of your party, and now you've come here to Tristor to investigate. Is that right?
Yes, that about sums it up.
Are you planning to follow the adventure as written, or are you going to deviate and come up with your own plot?
I suspect we'll probably deviate. In fact, I see a plot point coming up right now.
The hell are you coming in barging in like that?
I'm the plot point. Quick, Charlotte, the graveyard under the oak tree. It's been disturbed. The bodies are gone.
That's a turn up for the books and no mistake.
Now, there's an awful lot in this module which you could go through. There are encounters at various farms, and an encounter with a wise woman, and there's a side quest involving a little girl that's disappeared. But I'm going to try and wrap up the adventure in this final episode. Clearly the antagonist has committed a huge act that is impossible to hide, so it looks like he's planning the final part of his plan. And clearly our heroes have found that the grave under the oak tree has been disturbed, so they need to find out where the person who has done this has gone afterwards. So here we are in Tristor. There are a number of options. There's up here by the Blue Dragon's Tusk, where there's an actual orc encampment. There's a cave here, and a wise woman who lives here, and this sort of woodland area, let's say, because I'm going to use these location cards from Quest of Time of Heroes. I've picked 4 indicating where the tracks from the disturbed grave have gone, so our heroes will not be able to miss 8 potential undead things. Let's take the top card and see where they've gone. Forest clearing, woodlands. Okay, we have to chase off from Tristor to the woods to find out where the creatures have gone. So, anticipating that they're going to be facing some undead creatures, Charlotte is going to nip back to the Church of Fultus to buy some holy water. They've pooled their resources, and we're going to buy 4 flasks of holy water to throw at whatever baddies we come across, because we've lost our cleric, who actually died fighting the owlbear, not fighting the orcs. So that's what we're going to do, and then we're going to set off to the forest. Now, we are creeping up here with Charlotte in the lead, as she is our thief, and we see 2 sentries that have been left. I mean, clearly we do not want to wade in and fight 8 undead, at least in one go. So with any luck we can skirt around where these creatures have their hideout, and pick them off if we can. Now, can we approach up to here without them noticing us? Now, Charlotte's move silently skill is 30%, which isn't great, because I've leveled up the characters to level 2, because they've been through a lot already. So we're heading for 30% or less, but I've got a bad feeling we're not going to make it. No, we're not. 46. The skeletons hear us. They are not surprised, so they start marching towards us. Now I think we're going to need to roll for initiative. So, as last time, red is Cedric, Bryn is orange, Charlotte is green, Bodrin is blue, and the monsters are grey. This is your classic Basic Fantasy initiative roll. So Cedric goes first. He is going to stay out of the fight. He has 2 magic missile spells prepared, and he's not going to waste them on 2 skeletons. And orange is Bryn. Bryn is actually wielding a mace, which she took from Franklin the Cleric. So that's not too bad when it comes to skeletons. She will charge in with her mace and attack. She gets +2 and she's trying to get a 13. Not quite, she just misses. She whiffs past its face with her mace. Okay, who's next? That is the skeletons then. This one will clearly attack Bryn because she's right there in its face. And it gets +1 to try and get her armor class. Oh, 16. Oops. Yes, I didn't roll very well, but he missed. This one will launch in and attack this lot. Charlotte's in the front, so I'm afraid she's going to get it. 9, 10, no. Charlotte tries to hit him with a short sword. She gets no bonus, so heading for a 13. That's a 16, excellent. And as she's using an edge weapon, instead of a d6 for her short sword, she'll roll a d3. Whoops, and that is a 3. Bodrin will charge in and attack him as well. And he gets a +1. Trying to get 13. Nope, that doesn't do it. Back to the top. Let's follow the Basic Fantasy rules of rolling initiative each round. Why not? The chaos of battle. Bryn will attack with a +2. That's excellent. Her die roll is 1d8 +2, and it's a crushing weapon, so it's not reduced. 10. Oh yeah, this guy's done. Bodrin with his +1. Oh my goodness, that's rubbish. He basically drops his sword. Charlotte was the last one to hit the skeleton, so he's still focused on her at the moment with his +1. Oops, 17, 18, that is a hit on Charlotte. Okay, 1d6 damage, +1 for his hit die, I think. Just checking the rules, it doesn't mention adding hit die bonuses. Okay, so just 3 damage for Charlotte then. So she is down to 5 hit points, that's not so good. Cedric is staying out of it like a good wizard. And green is Charlotte, a chance to retaliate. 5, she swings with her short sword at his full body and misses. So Bryn turns her attention to the skeleton here with her mace. Oh yes, that's good. D8 +2. 6 is smashed. She's an undead killing machine. Now our crew can collect their thoughts and then venture further into the forest. So Charlotte is going to creep nearer, and she's not going to get too close this time. She's not taking any risks at all. We've dealt with the sentries, so there's no one else to warn this crew here. Clearly this is a large force who could wipe out our characters. It looks like a white over there, and this is the antagonist who has created this small army of skeletons. So what we're going to do is decide that discretion is the better part of valour. They're clearly plotting something. We'd like to overhear what it is, but it seems clear that they are planning an attack on Tristor itself, after it seems like he and the White have been causing all this trouble and damaging the farms, attacking the farms. And now, with his new army, he's planning attack on Tristor itself. So we're going to have to plan how we're going to deal with that. So in planning our ambush, as these creatures are on the move, our other heroes have replaced their swords with maces because we're mostly dealing with skeletons here. And Charlotte has the holy water to throw at them. And I'm going to use the fate dice and see, are we able to muster any help from Tristor, or are the people rather incredulous about this story of an army of the undead? Yeah, a plus and a minus. They're not overly supportive of our plan, so we're going to have to take this on our own. And if we take out the leader, maybe the skeletons will drop harmlessly to the ground and leave Charlotte with the holy water to try and deal with the White before it gets near anybody. So we are lying in wait for them, but will we get a surprise attack? No, we won't. So they'll see us far ahead of our ambush. So roll initiative. Try and take out the White. Okay, this is where movement becomes very important, particularly because we want to take out the White without him touching anybody. So the enemies move first. He can move 40 feet, but I think he's going to let his minions do their worst. 5, 10, 15. And he'll probably cast a spell, actually. He can see Bryn quite clearly. The range of hold person is 180 feet. So he's going to try and cast that on her. And she can save versus spell. The dice are flying all over the place. So she's going to get a 16 to save. 20. Oh, thank goodness for that. So he's used his hold person spell, and Bryn is fine. It can move 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Too close by half. And the skeletons can move 40. So they'll just basically bring up the rear behind the White. They won't move ahead of him because they consider him their sergeant. Come on, Charlotte, it's your time to shine. She'll sneak in here, 10 feet away, try and attack the White with the holy water. I've not been giving the characters their proper bonuses, but for this roll she's in short range, so she'll get +1, and her other bonuses amount to +3, so a total of +4 to try and hit the White's armor class of 15. Oh yes, just. So the White will suffer 1d8 damage, and these two who are within 5 feet will each suffer 1d6. So let's go for the White first of all. 8! Oh yes, thank goodness for that. The White is destroyed. I was really worried somebody was going to have their level drained or something terrible. So we've dealt with the White thanks to Charlotte and her holy water. This skeleton takes 1 damage, and skeleton 4 takes 4 damage. That wipes him out. That's a good start. So Cedric is going to cast the first of his magic missiles at Reuven, the necromancer over here. 1d6 plus 1 damage. 7 damage, that's excellent. It's a good start, but he's got plenty of hit points, so let's see how that goes. Right, now we've got Bodrin and Bryn. Bryn is just going to charge into the skeletons with her +4 total to hit. Actually, she should have had, so 10's not going to do it. Okay, Bodrin, he's going to charge in to this number 5 skeleton here with his +3. Oh, 10 again. So, roll initiative. Charlotte goes first, hiding behind this tree. She is going to come across here. She'll move in here to be 10 feet away from that skeleton there. She's going to aim and get a total of +4 to hit his armor class of 13. Ah, not good enough. We've wasted another flask of holy water. We've just got 2 left. Now Cedric will act simultaneously with the enemies, so he will fire off another magic missile at Reuven. 7 again, excellent. So Reuven is down to 10 hit points. Now the enemies activate. So Skeleton 3 is going to roll with his +1 to hit Bryn with her armor class of 16. That is not good enough. Skeleton number 5 will attack Bodrin. 11, no, that's not going to do it. This character here will move in to attack Charlotte. 11, 12, no, that's not good enough. I guess this skeleton is going to charge around here. Skeleton number 6. Attack Bryn. Ooh, 17. Is that enough? Yes, it is. She's hit for 1 point of damage. And Skeleton 8 will move round to attack Bodrin, because Cedric is hiding behind a tree, because he's very sensible. But that's not going to hit. And now what's Reuven going to do? Well, as he's taking quite a bit of damage, he's going to hold back and cast Cure Light Wounds on himself. 1d6 + 1. And that's 6 points of damage he gets back. It's not what we wanted. But now he's used up that spell. Bodrin will attack Skeleton 5. Oh yes, that's good. So with his makeshift mace and his +1 damage, 8 points of damage, Skeleton 5 is wiped out. Bryn will attack Skeleton 3 with her +4 to hit, and that's not going to do anybody any favours. Roll for initiative. Bryn will attack Skeleton 3. She misses wildly as she swings for its right hand. And blue, who's blue? Bodrin, he will attack Skeleton 8. Oh yes. Rolls with his mace. 5, 6. 6 damage to Skeleton 8. Smashes it to pieces. Now Charlotte is just going to smash a flask of holy water onto this guy's head. At point blank range, basically a sort of melee attack. Because she can't really pull back enough. Can she? I don't know. No, it's not really a retreat if she just steps back and just throws a flask of holy water at it, because she's not turning her back and running away. She's just stepping back a bit, creating a bit of space. I don't think it's a big thing. Okay, she'll get +4 total. However, what I should have done when she missed before is roll this. So when you miss with a grenade-like missile, you roll on this chart a d10 to show you where it has gone. Now, these represent 10-foot squares, but I'm going to use them to represent 5-foot squares because that's sort of the battle mat scale I'm using. So we're aiming here for this guy. So where does it actually land? 7, that is just over here. So everything within 5 feet still takes 1d6 damage. Well, everything undead anyway. So number 3 takes 1, and number 7 takes 4. The remaining skeletons are going to attack, and number 6 is going to attack Bryn. Oh, 20, that's not good. He rolls his 1d6 damage. 2, okay, could have been worse. Number 3 will also attack Bryn, and he misses, thankfully, as he stabs with his spear towards her full body, it says it. And number 7, well, he's right near Bodrin, so rather than push past him to get to Charlotte, he'll probably choose him as a more preferable target with +1. Oh no, that's not good. And he actually hits him for 6 damage. And Reuven will cast Protection from Good on himself, being an evil cleric. So that boosts his armor class a little bit. And Cedric has used both of his spells, so you'll wait here for the moment in case things turn a little south. Come on, Bodrin, take out number 7. Oh, that is enough. Gets a +4, so that hits the skeleton. Roll for your mace, add 1. 6 points of damage to skeleton 7. And he is out for the count. Cedric is staying out of it still. And then we move on to Charlotte, who will use her second to last flask of holy water to hit this guy. She's 10 feet away, so she gets her +4 to hit. And she doesn't hit anything with that, but we roll on the grenade chart 7, so we are up here again. He still gets 1d6 damage, but this guy's just out of range. He takes 3 damage. Skeleton 3 has only 3 hit points remaining. He is done. So the final skeleton, as all skeletons, will fight to the death and attacks Bryn. +1, 14. That is not enough to beat her armor class of 16. Now Reuven. It's not looking good for him. He's only got 1 skeleton left. So I just had a quick flip through the adventure anthology for Basic Fantasy. Some of the human characters seem to have a morale of 9, so I'm going to say that Reuven's morale is also 9. But he will go on fighting. He's clearly maddened by vengeance. So what's he going to do? This round he's going to cast Striking on his mace. Being a cleric, he's got a mace probably. So in an effort to do extra damage when the heroes come in, that's what he's going to do. But Bryn is still engaged with this skeleton, so she adds her +4. 10, 11, 12, 13, that is enough. D8 +1. 9. He is smashed to pieces. Okay. You've got no skeletons left, mate. You're going to have to do another morale check next turn. I'm going to give him -2 on his morale for this, because they're all gone, mate, you know. So 7 or less and he stands and fights. 7. He's not having it. So he can move 40 feet and he will charge. Perhaps at Bryn, because she just smashed his last skeleton. So with his mace, he's going to get, let me just check. 8th level cleric So he gets +4 to hit, which is not good. 19, oh dear. Bryn has been hit, and because he casts striking on his mace, he gets the d8 and a d6 as well. 3, that's okay, we'll take that. So, next it is Bodrin. He's going to charge in at this evil cleric. Give him a damn good thrashing. He gets +3. 10, 11, 12. That is actually enough. Because he's unarmoured for some reason. I was thinking he was like a magic user or something. But let me just check. So if we go by the book, Reuven, his armour class is 13. So with his protection from good spell, it'll be up to 15, so the attack doesn't hit. Cedric is staying out of it. So Bren will attack. Oh, that's enough. She hits. D8 +1. 4. Okay, 12 hit points. And Charlotte will, come over here. I think she'll use her short bow. Light crossbow, I should say. +4 total. Yeah, it just gets jammed, basically. I'm going to make him roll morale again, because he's been quite badly wounded. His forces are destroyed. 7 or less to stay in the fight. And he does. He's not giving up. Okay. Let's see. Cedric is staying out of the fight. But what does Reuven do? He's just going to... He's engaged in melee, so he will strike at Bryn. And he gets +4, which is 17. And that is enough to hit. He rolls both the dice. He gets 8 rounds of striking. So for 8 rounds he can use this. That's 9, that's not good. Oh, she's down. He's taking Bryn down. So Bryn was orange, she's not going to go. Bodrin, he's furious. He attacks with his +4 to hit. No, he misses wildly as he swings for Reuven's head. Reuven ducks out of the way. Charlotte will fire another crossbow bolt with a +4. Yeah, she misses wildly as it sails past his left arm. He's not going down without a massive, massive fight. There's a tension on Bodrin with his +4 to hit. And that's not enough. Good. As he swings with his mace past Bodrin's right hand. Now green is Charlotte. Come on, Charlotte, with your crossbow. +4. Oh, for goodness sake. Just chuck your crossbow in the river, will you? Now then. Bodrin is going to attack. He swings wildly past Reuven's left hand. Cedric is incensed by all of this and he's just going to charge in with his staff, having seen his friend go down. 9, he's not going to do a lot with that. Ooh, we don't need... Yeah, we've not got Bryn's dying there. Charlotte just... yeah. Okay. Let's try that crossbow one more time. That's more like it. So the crossbow gets 1d6. Oops. 5, that'll do. But he's still not down. Come on, Cedric, make me proud. Okay, don't then. Bodrin, come on. +4. 9, 13. Is that enough? No, it's not. It's got to get 15. Well, Reuven is engaged with Bodrin. He rolls with his +4, and that's a 16. And that is enough to hit 9. Oh, Bodring's down. Never take on an 8th level cleric. This could quite easily end up as a TPK. Okay, both my guys go ahead of the enemy. Charlotte with your mighty crossbow of doom. For goodness sake. Cedric. Oh no. He will engage with Cedric now. And he fails as well. Good. Oh dear. Reuven attacks Cedric. 7, 8, 9, 10. No. 11. Is that enough to beat Cedric? Yeah, it is. Oh no. I think Cedric's going down. 8. No. He's still standing. Charlotte with your... We need to do him 7 damage. And Charlotte's going to charge him with her mace now. She gets +1. And she's not going to do anything with that. And finally, Cedric. Oh, this isn't going well. Reuven attacks Cedric. And he hits. Cedric goes down. This is terrible. What can Charlotte do now? Nothing. This be the end. Come on, Charlotte. 14. That's enough. 15 total. You've got a D8, mate. 6. That is good. He's down to 1 hit point left. I'm going to give him a final morale check because he has 1 hit point. He is gravely wounded. If he gets more than a 7, he surrenders. It's a 10. And so Charlotte will go to bind his hands, and while his back is turned, she'll hit him with her mace and knock him out, because she doesn't want any spellcasting nonsense going on while she's trying to help her colleagues here. And the Fulton clerics at the temple are a good source of magical healing, a service they gladly provide for free, which is exactly what we need, because 3 of us were completely out of it. So, Reuven has been imprisoned and will probably be executed. And he was the lone survivor of the massacre of the itinerant folk, which is a bad mark against the people of Tristor, who shouldn't have done that. It was horrendous. But then again, he also shouldn't have raised an army of the undead. So, we've solved the mystery on our own special way. Now, that's not how the actual adventure concludes. It's a slightly different story with all sorts of extra encounters that could go on, but we've dealt in our own special way with a pre-written module. And I think if you're going to use one, read the whole thing through, I guess, and see what it suggests to you and how you might alter it and create randomness. And yeah, give your characters options and different ways to travel. But that's the Fright at Tristor. Thank you very much for watching. That went on a bit. See you next time.